I'm Ben Kirkup. I'm a PhD student. I work with Dr. Stephen Robinson here at the School of Biological Sciences. I'm a PhD student. I'm in my third year. I'm getting near the end now, which is kind of scary. And I work on how breast cancer development is affected by the bacteria that live in our gut. We've discovered a link between the use of antibiotics in cancer treatments and an increase in cancer development, an increased rate of cancer development. And that's really important because in breast cancer, a lot of breast cancer treatments, it's standard of care to provide prophylactic antibiotic treatments to stop infections during chemo or post-surgery. And no one's really thought about, because we know that's going to affect your gut the bacteria that live in your gut, the gut microbiota. And it does so many different things to keep you healthy, and no one's really thought about what impact that might be having on people's breast cancer. So we've figured out that the use of antibiotics are actually detrimental because it reduces the diversity of your gut microflora, and we're hoping to influence medical practice, maybe because you can't not use antibiotics. The patients need them because if you get an infection during chemo, you are very likely to die. So perhaps just redesigning the antibiotics that we use to make them more effective at not damaging the populations that we know are beneficial. So I'm going to be a speaker at the event on Wednesday, the Our Body event, talking about cancer, what's next. And I'm going to be talking about what I just told you about, whether or not we can use bacteria to try and help the fight against cancer.
Mm-hmm. And have you done anything like that before? Yeah,
I spoke last year actually. And it's really exciting for me to be able to come back this year because last year we were at a very critical point with our patent application. So we didn't know what I could and couldn't say. So I basically had to say nothing. We're a bit further along now. We're actually getting really close to submitting the patent. So I know now, like last year, I wouldn't be able to tell you any of that stuff that I just told you. We know now that I can talk about the antibiotic angle of my PhD project, which is really good. So last year I couldn't discuss any data or like what I'm actually doing. So it's really good that people are going to be able to see the kind of science that we do here at UEA. As a researcher, I'm going to approach things more cautiously in making claims about the research that I'm doing. So it's going to be a new experience for me this year because I have to make it very clear to people that you shouldn't be rejecting antibiotics as part of your cancer therapy based on what I'm telling you right now. It's preliminary work. It's got nowhere near the clinic yet. And I think a lot of the media tend to forget that. So that preliminary work we published in mice, which they're pretty good at mimicking what happens in human beings, but a lot of the time you take something from a mouse to a human being and it doesn't work at all. But the media forget that. So you see, you see a complete removal of HIV, or you see a complete remission in a certain cancer, and the media jump on it, and scientists have cured X cancer or whatever. So it's better for us in that way, because I can make sure that people don't egg what we're telling them on more than it actually is. But we can't reach as many people as the media. So, if you publish a story on the Daily Mail or whatever, you're going to reach tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, rather than me speaking to 40 people in a pub. So. Yeah, I'm talking on the next Wednesday, the 17th, at the Cathedral Refectory, and everyone come along. It should be a great evening.